Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Today, part 2 of my thrifting haul back to Merritt Island. Hope you enjoy. In the last video, I found a beautiful cake plate and server in the Andrea by Sadik in the Corona pattern. This time at another thrift store, my other wooden nickel store, which I actually get 55% off. I found this and I was so excited because, of course, I like finding things in the box. And it's simply stunning. The pattern is called Springtime, produced between 2002 and 2008. So it's not old, still a little vintage, but obviously unused. Gorgeous pattern again, and it has all the paperwork it came with, and the serving piece, which has never been out of the packaging. That's how I know it must be brand new or unused. I think I'm going to ask about $15 for this. And just as a reminder, here's that gorgeous plate I bought. They really make beautiful patterns. Picked this up at the SPCA Wooden Nickel store. Normally I'm trying to stay away from super heavy breakable items, and this is super heavy and it's probably very breakable. But anyways, it is, first of all, it was marked $4. It was half price. I paid $2 for it. Couldn't pass it up for that. It's a diamond point pattern made by Indiana Glass Company. They produce these between 1965 and 1990. It's a 65-ounce pitcher. Paid $2 for it. I think I'll ask $18. Thrifting around town one day with my girlfriend Carol right here in Melbourne, and we were at a store and she asked me if I was familiar with David Winters, and I said no, and I asked her who was David Winters and what were they. She said they were highly collectible cottages, cameos, pieces like that, and I asked her why she was even bringing it up. She brought me over to this huge display where we were, and they were kind of expensive, so I passed on them. I didn't really give it much thought or research. But when I was in Merritt Island, I was able to pick up all of these pieces for 55% off, so I brought them home, did a little research, and good investment. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying all 5 boxes I have here, I paid $9 for. And I'm going to start with the cameos, which, by the way, I just put out one, but they all came with their certificate of authenticity and by the person they were packed by. The first one right here is the cameo, the Penny Wishing Well. You can see cameo because they're tiny. I did notice just now that there seems to be a little chip right there. So that's probably going to affect the price. They also say right here, David Winter. I have down here that I was going to ask about $5 for this. This one dates to 1991. I'll probably drop that down now to about $4, seeing that there's a little chip there. This one here is 1991. It's called Lynchgate. It's really cute. Again, it came with its certificate and who packed it, which I think is kind of cool that you get a little paper by who packed it. Anyway, 1991 cameo Lynchgate. I'm going to ask about $9 for this piece right here. This cottage here is a Dower House, 1982, and I did notice when I unpacked it, it has kind of a sizable chip right here in the chimney, so I'm going to ask about $2 for this one. 1982, the Drover's Cottage. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's in really nice condition. I'm going to ask, I think, $8 for it. This was the biggest piece I found, and it's called the Rose Cottage, and it dates to 1980. All the pieces made in the David Winter line. By the way, David Winter was made in the workshops of the John Hine Limited. company out of Britain, and I think the first year was 1980, so I do have, I think, a new piece here, maybe 1982. No, I do have one 1980. They're all hand painted, they're all handmade. He stopped producing them, or the John Hines Limited Company stopped producing them in 1997. Another company did pick them up and produce them for a while. They're all retired after the year they come out, and so it's hard to gauge which ones are more collectible than the others. I think that kind of varies by what's out there. I was in the Goodwill at Merritt Island, and I saw these. I just fell in love with them. They're marked 1977. That's pretty old. And they were all wrapped up really, really tight. I paid $2.99. I knew there were 6 plates, but I had no idea what condition they were in, so I kind of took a chance and bought them anyways. They're made by the Lexington Dinnerware Company, and they are part of the Four Seasons collection. And we have right here, fall. I have 1 fall plate. I think I have 2 of the winter plates. They're in pretty good condition considering their age. And I have 3, I think 3 here, of the summer ones. So I'm missing spring. But anyways, to pay $2.99, I think I'm going to ask about $30. They seem to be doing pretty well online. And then I remembered I had these Ronald McDonald glasses sitting in my cabinet. So I took them out and I checked the dates on here, and they're here someplace. They're 1977 too, so I might throw these in as a lot with the plates. I haven't decided yet. Info on melamine. It's composed of nitrogen, carbon, and hydrogen. This compound was invented in the 1830s by a German scientist and came into fashion as a material used to make plastics and laminates in the 1930s. Found this at the Merritt Island Goodwill. I paid 99 cents for it. The pattern is called Merry Go Round by Libby. I just love them. They were produced in 1953. That's when they started producing them. I'll show you this side. This one is obviously a yellow lion. They came in lots of different animals and lots of different colors. And I remembered that I had one. I have one right here at home. And thankfully for me, I suppose, it's a lion and it's yellow, so I'm not going to start collecting them. If this was a pink elephant or something, I probably would. I think I'm going to try and sell them both off as a pair for about $15, $16. Picked this up at Merritt Island Goodwill for $1.99. It's Corningware in the Spice of Life pattern. It's a 6-cup coffee pot produced between 1972 1987. It's in really, really nice condition. There's no rust here. Beautiful condition. I'm going to ask about $10 for it, if I don't break it. Picked this up at the Goodwill for $1.99. It's a restaurant, hotel, railroad ware. I'm always happy when I find it, and I'm always really happy when I find pictures as opposed to plates. They seem to do a lot better. This Syracuse piece here, let's see, I'm going to tell you a little something about it. It says OPOC on the back. OPOC stands for Onondaga Pottery Company. Syracuse, that's where it was made, Onondaga. I don't know exactly what that stands for. I did try and look it up. It is a 4.5 creamer or pitcher. That back stamp dates it anywhere from 1897 to 1946. I'm thinking it's not quite as old as the 1800s. Probably the 30s or 40s, I'm thinking. It's in really decent condition. I just have to clean it up a little bit. And I'm going to ask about $20 for them. The Syracuse China Company acquired Mayer China in 1984, Shenango in 1989, and Falsgraf bought the company in 1987. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of my Merritt Island thrift haul. One more part to go. And I did want to just point out that I did decide to display those lovely whole cornucopia vases right there. I think they look really pretty, and thanks to everybody who said I should display them because they match all the colors in my kitchen. You're absolutely right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, leave me a comment, and we'll see you again real soon. Welcome to my channel. The Syracuse